Hey guys, welcome back. So this is going to be part 3 of getting your horse to canter under saddle. I'm back here again with the same horse. So you guys have kind of gotten to see her progress from start to where we are now. So it's kind of been cool that you guys have been able to go along on this journey with us. So we're going to get started right where we left off in the last video. Okay, so I'm going to get started on the same pattern in the same spot. Okay. And we'll turn this into a few different things. So just to get started, I'm going to start down in this corner and see if first I can get her centered like we talked about last week between my legs and my reins, and get her thinking about staying on my circle. Okay, so we're going to start in the same place. Oh, didn't ask you to canter. Okay, right there she was thinking canter because we've been focusing on that, right? But nothing in my body or in my intention said it's time to canter. I just want you to find center in this nice little circle. So we're going to work on getting her centered, finding my little circle to the right, get centered, get settled in. Okay, so right here, I'm just helping her find this rhythm. And she's kind of bumping into the outside of my leg, or my outside leg a little bit. So I'm helping her. I want to guide her back in without having her think that means canter. So I'm swinging her shoulders to the right without asking the hindquarters to engage and canter. Plus, I'm not going to ask her to canter to the right anyways. Okay. All right. So it feels like here she's starting to dial in. Good. So that was good. You guys can see, things don't always go well. They don't always go as planned. And I say they don't always. Most days you're out working, it's going to feel kind of like, the daily grind. We got to put some hours and we got to put some time in, and we need to work through things. And so, it's much more important that your horse is feeling back to you and feeling okay than it is about getting a task done. Okay, so if she's not emotionally collected, good girl. If she's not emotionally collected and we start working on tasks, we're going to have an emotional wreck of a horse. Our canter might fall apart. It might look more like running away than cantering. Okay, so I want these horses feeling back to me, feeling good. There you can hear she's starting to settle in. So we'll think about this left lead. We'll ride into the wall, change the flexion. Say, can you pick up the left lead? And I use that wall to stand her shoulder up for me. Okay? Now I'm going to break her down to the trot sooner than later. The reason being, I don't want her to canter thinking run away. I want her canter thinking about, going nice and easy, not about going super fast. And the wall helps me too, because it helps me to swing their shoulders and change their shape and help them balance as I engage their hindquarters up into that canter. So if your circles from last week and your finding center aren't working really well, I wouldn't recommend going to this stage yet. Okay, so we'll do the same thing to the other side. Okay, she found my center. Gonna ride her into the wall, ask for the departure. Good. There it is. I'm gonna break her down to the trot sooner than later, because again, there she got a little impulsive. I don't want her thinking canter means go fast and run away. Okay. I want the canter to be relaxed, so I don't want them getting, like I mentioned, I don't want them getting impulsive when they're learning how to canter. Good girl. See if she can just settle in, find my center here. We'll do that one more time to the left. There we go. Change the shape. So let that wall pick your shoulders up. Now as that wall's picking her shoulders up, I'm using a little bit of outside leg to assist, but I'm not jamming my spur or my leg into her. I'm letting the wall do that work for me. So when that starts getting solid, you can start doing this away from the wall. But again, get that really solid on the wall first. Okay, that's going to help your aids, your riding aids, be lighter. Use that wall as a tool. Not as a babysitter, but as a tool. Okay. So let's get this working on a bigger circle. Let's see if I can drift her out. If you guys remember those 5 yields. Okay. So if you, let's go back to all those light aids that we taught working on the wall. Okay. I can use my inside leg to swing the shoulders out. I can use my outside leg to stand the shoulders up. Okay, we did all that over there. We did all that changing directions on our circles, the figure eights and the serpentines, whatever you turned it into. We use the outside leg to engage the hindquarters. Okay, but also equally as important, we use the inside to elevate the inside shoulder. Okay, so I'm going to break her back down to the trot here and talk about elevating the inside shoulder, just like we did on the wall. Okay, when I'm thinking I want her to canter here, I'm going to shift my weight back because she needs to shift her weight back. I didn't say lean. None of you saw me lean. I'm just going to shift my weight back a little bit. Then I'm going to bring this inside leg forward and see if I can not only swing the shoulders to the outside, but slightly ask that shoulder just come up, just ever so slightly with my calf. It should feel to her like I'm lifting that shoulder up and saying, reach it forward, reach it forward, reach it forward, reach it forward. Okay. I'm going to ease her back down. Oh, easy. Ease her back down into the trot. Now when I ask for that trot, if I start to settle in my seat and they're not getting with my seat, I'm actually going to bend them to the inside and then draw the outside back. So it's like a one rein stop. If I were to, on a green horse, take back on 2 reins and get them really stiff, what they could do is brace up through their whole top line into my hands, and we'd undo all that good work we did on the wall over there, getting them soft and light in our hands and soft and light underneath our bodies. Now there's a point in time coming very soon where we can take back on 2 reins because they'll have that top line suppleness to where they can bridle themselves up and ride their hind end towards their nose and engage into that downward transition. Engagement is different than brace. Okay. So I was feeling nice to the right. Let's go the other direction. Let's bring her through. Okay. First, I want to get her centered. I want to get her with me. Okay. Again, none of this is about the task. I want to, and I will get the nice canter accomplished, but not at the expense of what's going on between her and I. Okay, if she's not finding my center and reaching back to me, I'm going to put all my effort into getting her feeling back to me. Get her feeling good about what we're doing. And sometimes causing a horse to feel good about what you're doing, it might look like a little bit of chaos. Okay? Until they find that center and figure out, hey, center is a good place to be. And I'll say again, center being between my legs and my reins, left, right, front, and back. Okay, no different than what we did on the wall. I'm going to ask her to canter. Okay, I can't stress that enough. Don't all of a sudden change your aids, what you're doing with your hands and your legs and your body just because you're off the wall and you're on a bigger circle, right? We're just going to shift her weight. We're going to swing the shoulders. We're going to elevate that inside so she can reach forward. We're going to ask her politely to engage the hindquarters, just like we did on the wall, to pick up the lead. Okay? So I'm going to tip her nose so it's on the shape of the circle, never counterflexed, on the shape of the circle. Then I'm going to bring my inside leg forward and say, can you lift that inside shoulder? Good. Very nice. Okay, and that allows for balance going up into your upward transition, up into your canter. Okay. What you'll never see me do is take a horse and pull their head to the outside and spur them up into the canter. Good girl. Hey, that throws them off balance, you know, and then you have to go back and fix a whole bunch of stuff, and it can teach them to dive into the, you know, dive into that lead. But if you just take a little extra time, teach it the right way, it's going to save you a lot of time in the long run. Well, I was really happy with that, so I'm going to give this horse a break. We're going to climb off of her, get her cooled out. Good girl. I hope that that was helpful and you guys learned a few things. If you have questions, comments, comment below. If you like what you see, it would really help us out if you'd subscribe and follow our page. And I'm confident it can help you out as well. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.